I'm MrElephant. I'm here with Toa, who's made streams before, and we're hosting the Old AIs competition. There are 16 participants, and if everything goes well, 2 of the participants will be allowed potentially to play on the Davis Cup. So big stakes here. I know I'm excited about it. I think Toa's excited about it. Several other individuals are excited about it. So we'll go ahead and get started here. And and you can
Missionary Monkey gets puns.
All right. So settings for the tournament are we're obviously playing on DE right now. We're playing Arabia 2020, and for our first round, we've got WhiteKnight versus Missionary Monkey, and WhiteKnight's one of my favorite older AIs. He was, and we'll go.
Are we doing standard or conquest victory?
I believe we're using standard.
Okay.
So I think that's right. Are there any? Do you think that this should be changed before we get started?
I was just thinking because it depends where you look at. Like the old-fashioned, if you want to go old school, it's standard. But a Davis Cup will be played on Conquest, as far as I know. So you might want to have it on Conquest for that reason.
I'm going to keep it like this.
Okay. So we might see some wonder victories, folks, or relic victories.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and see what happens, and then let's get started.
Okay. Let's go. Who do you think will win?
I'm hoping. I'm a little bit biased, but I'm hoping for a WhiteKnight victory. But Missionary Monkey, he was, the winner of the first Age of Kings Heaven tournament, those Gold Wars entries. So
I'm wondering if he might win. It all depends on whether he gets redemption,
So we're kind of going at a slow speed right now. We can speed it up if individuals would prefer to see that go a little bit faster. Maybe I will when we see one team potentially, whomping the other, beating by a long shot. Maybe we'll speed it up, kind of. Or if a lot of people suggest that I do so. And I currently do not see.
One thing, have you got the audio set so it's still? So the sound's still on when you out tab. So when you check chat, you can set it to mute on focus. If you go to the sound settings in game. Sorry about this. I forgot about this. You go to audio. Then to untick mute on focus lost. And then so now when you out tab, it will keep playing the music and game sounds when you check chat and stuff.
All right, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Sorry, first stream here. We got gotta get everything right for you guys. So I can't see comments right now. I'm focused.
I think it's just us at the moment.
Okay, that's fine.
Did you say we need to say in? Did we say in Discord that it's streaming?
No, I did not. So. So, Missionary Monkey is ahead by a tiny bit right now. Early game yet. Building lumber camp, has his mill built. WhiteKnight kind of moving kind of slow over there. Has someone on berries. Finally getting that mill built. Getting that lumber camp up. Who are you hoping to see win this tournament right now, Koa?
Who am I hoping to see? I want Doug to win the tournament.
He's one of your favorites. So.
I love him, but I don't think he will. But he's quite fun as well. But yeah, I don't think they will win, but I quite like him.
Maybe we will see a Doug.
I like both these AIs. I don't mind who wins here, but I'm not actually sure who will win either. Yeah.
Maybe we will see a Doug WhiteKnight fight maybe later.
True. Maybe we will.
Missionary Monkey is such a powerful AI. Creates all those monks and trebs. It's just an incredible to see how many trebs he just throws at an opponent.
But it's also he's very strong against. WhiteKnight makes knights, right? And monks are good against them. The only issue is Scorpion. WhiteKnight also really loves his Scorpion, you know.
Well, WhiteKnight likes a lot of different things. He wants to build up that huge army. So, but I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing inside a tournament. Especially in this fight against Missionary Monk, where
Huns don't have the best monks, to be honest, do they? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm switching over my view to see what Missionary Monk is up to, seeing if he's going up any ages. I'm curious to see who will hit feudal age first. WhiteKnight has a lot more farms right now.
I think Missionary Monkey goes for doesn't he use the market to get up fast or something? I'm not sure.
I think he uses some method to go up a little bit faster. I'm not sure if he uses the market or not to reach those.
Because I think he's a very all-in AI, isn't he? He doesn't focus much on economy. He goes pure monk.
He goes up pretty fast.
Yeah.
So
he's not much of a boomer. He goes full monk.
I think that Farmatron, his old rival, was faster at getting up than him.
Look at those outposts in the back.
I love seeing these. I love seeing outposts. It's one of those things.
Two in the Dark Age. Yeah. Because funny. Some of the AIs can be quite funny. Yeah.
It's fun to see them because you never see them inside, modern AIs, right? It's one of those old AIs.
Modern human games, I mean, they do make outposts, but not normally two in the Dark Age either.
They're used a lot less frequently, is what.
Yeah, and not usually so early,
Scores are relatively.
Yeah, that is a lot of farms.
So
he's not using all the farms though, I've noticed.
Looks like Missionary Monk is heading up into feudal age here. We'll check on
He's
WhiteKnight.
got some idle farms.
WhiteKnight is still inside.
Stone, please.
Still inside the Dark Age.
Oh, he wants to make a lot of bells, man. It's going up to 35 bells. That's even more than one of my AIs does.
He usually creates a lot.
I do 34. He does 35.
There he goes. Feudal age.
Oh wow. That is a lot of bells. I thought I was doing a lot with 34 with one of my AIs, but 35 is even higher. I think until we start getting, I need an AI that makes doesn't trust, it makes 40 bills. Yeah.
The only item that I'm a little bit concerned about at this point is if we have a tie game which could totally happen, I guess.
So what do we do in such a? Do we just redo the battle if there's a tie? Obviously, it's extremely rare. Like if the ones run out and they just stand around. I mean, I had one between Bambi and Forfun once, and
what was done in the past, Koa? Because I forget about the tie games between.
I don't know. I'm sure that it's probably a different rule depending on the tournament, but. You could probably ask ST about it.
Well, we might have to talk with ST about that.
More ties than humans, don't they? Yeah.
So maybe
I'd recommend to just redo, because the chances of you getting 2 in a row isn't going to be very high.
I think that we should just redo it at that point.
Yeah, but I think maybe we should have a rule that if there are 2 ties in a row, then the next game has a time limit or something.
Okay.
If on the very, very rare occasion, if it ever happened that 2 ties in a row.
Because with these old AIs, it's totally possible to have a tie game, and where they just sit around and there's no action for the longest of times.
No, but by a tie game we mean like literally all the woods out, don't we? And like they're standing around. Not that they're just not attacking each other. Well, I mean, obviously, if they never attack each other.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I guess we get that issue, with old AIs. Sometimes, but we'd have to run it for a very long while to be sure that they're never going to.
It looks like WhiteKnight is building his 4 towers there, and there are a lot of them going up.
First thing to do when it seems like one of those games is to obviously turn up to max speed and run it for game time for like 4 hours and see if they actually.
Yeah.
I mean, you can run it till the wood runs out anyway, just to make sure, and then.
When I see these 4 towers going up, I think of a couple of Estes AIs.
Yeah, it's such an old AI. I didn't know any AIs this old did 4 towers like this.
Yeah, I mean, this is this was made by the same creator as Nightmare here, WhiteKnight,
which is quite a bit newer, isn't it?
Yeah, well, a little bit. It was about 2001 to 2003, and and that AI uses towers as well in this fashion.
Is that just with the build forward command then?
This is with the build forward, yes.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a lot of towers going up here.
Missionary Monkey's doing what Dog does and all the defensive towers.
I'm just wondering what the food.
I thought Missionary Monkey did like a fast castle into a quick fast, but this is an older version of Missionary Monkey than the one I'm used to anyway. So.
Yeah,
I think we're using a version that's kind of the same age as these AIs, right?
There are 2 Missionary Monk files on the Age of King Heaven. There's one inside the Gold Wars entry, and then there's a second Missionary Monk. And it's pretty easy to tell which one's which, because if you look inside the older version, Missionary Monkey is spelled incorrectly. He doesn't include the Y inside the per file when you open it up. So inside the second version, he adds in, the Y.
But there's MM3 as well, isn't there? There's Missionary Monkey 3 and the Aztec only one. Yeah.
So the second one, the Aztec Missionary Monk, is the Aztec Missionary Monk is the second one. This is.
I think there was a one I played against that perhaps it was much stronger than this. No, this wouldn't be perhaps. So this is the original, isn't it?
Yes, this is the original.
Yeah.
And a couple of other individuals may have noticed this, but I recently released 2 other AIs, the Splendid Knights and the Flying Monk, which were made by the same creator here of Missionary Monk on AIScripters. So
the legacy ones, yeah, nice.
They only play Arabia and Continental, I believe. So
I like Continental. It's an underrated map. I think it's like Nomad but without the Nomad start for me.
So this isn't looking good for Missionary Monk right now because he doesn't have.
Yeah, I mean, for a start, where's his farms, man?
Well, he's doing that market trick where he's buying food. So
yeah, this is what the new one does. The new one's just a lot faster. Yeah.
He's doing the secret technique.
Called use the market.
the not so secret technique of using the market to go up.
Yeah, this would work a lot better with Saracens, I'm telling you, because it's gonna get really inefficient really fast.
Well, we'll see if WhiteKnight attacks. This would be the perfect time for WhiteKnight to get in there, and we'll see if he takes advantage of that or just takes a nap here. And it's the best of 3 games in a single match, so
are they all best of 3s even the final?
Yeah. Each game is the best of 3, and whoever wins will proceed to the next round. So pretty simple.
Sounds fun. I'm excited about this. I don't know if you're up for a late night buy.
We'll see how many we get to do, and I apologize if individuals are seeing me using the old style graphics, I guess, or I guess this is the Age of Empires 1 graphic that came in.
Yeah, I think the most recent patch turned everyone's mods on and it seems it's because I had the fireworks mod on. I saw you had it on, and I had it on. I didn't enable it. It just came on, so I had to disable. I had to disable it to restart as well, which was annoying. Yeah, I quite like the AoE1 priests.
Yeah, I think they're interesting. And recently,
I prefer priests to monks, to be honest.
They had the scouts as the Age of Empires 1 scouts. So it looks like some villagers are getting in on that watchtower. They got mad at it.
That tower was worth it just to get all that idle time. Can you send all those bills all the way there? Oh god.
Oh,
those towers weren't even really doing anything, you could have just stayed there.
It looks like Missionary Monkey is going for all the towers.
He really doesn't like the towers. Yeah.
He doesn't like those towers. He didn't like that priest either.
Oh, well, it looks like this is one way to prevent the really, really long tide games, by the way, is all the relic victories.
Oh no, not the rock. Not the
Doug it's possible Doug might get, if he wins any games, he might win some relic victory. He loves to get relics.
I didn't mean for this to be a thing. So let's hope that,
Well, you said you wanted standard victory.
Holy smokes. Look at all those rocks. Yeah, I should have changed that.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to like relic victories or wonder victories, then Conquest is definitely the way to go, because that's the only difference between standard victory and Conquest is standard you can win in other ways, right? Yeah.
Well,
did you just want the win victories?
Well, is the chat saying anything about what they prefer to see? Is there anyone else in here besides us?
Etsy said hi.
Hi, Etsy.
Are you checking the chat?
I don't have the chat. I only have the screen. I guess I can switch to it and pull it up. But I prefer not to switch my screen so I can move around for you guys. So
I always just use Alt Tab.
So it looks like the Rams are coming in, and Missionary.
I think we can safely say a Missionary Monkey is a lot weaker than I expected. I didn't realise how big a difference this version was from the version.
It looks like WhiteKnight is coming in here. Look at all those troops. I don't think that Missionary is going to be able to handle all these guys.
No.
Look at all those.
It's not just the relics, but economically and militarily.
There is.
WhiteKnights ahead in every way.
This is over. Probably. Who knows? Who knows what will happen?
Well, Missionary Monkey's also on a timer, right? He's got to actually do something about those relics. He can't just tear this army up and then take that as like a victory. He's got to do something quite quickly.
I'm going to adjust.
Before you know it, the relics are down.
I'm going to adjust my volume so I can hear you a little bit more.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully everyone can hear Koa as well as myself.
From the test video we did, I was actually a bit louder. I think it's because your desktop audio is louder than your mic.
Yep. We tested the audio. Everything seemed to it could just be a little bit.
We could go for this. Yeah. Not turning me up. I might be even louder now. I don't know.
Oh, there goes. I mean, Missionary Monkey isn't out of the game yet. I mean,
no, it also wasn't not a good civ for a monk rush, that's for sure. Huns don't have great monks. But the amount of market abuse he did, I wouldn't recommend doing that with any civ besides Saracen. He's using it so heavily. You shouldn't skip farms altogether unless you're Saracen, And even then, even Saracens later on have to actually develop an eco if the game isn't over already.
I'm a little bit scared for Missionary Monkey because of the relic situation.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a relic victory. Because I mean, Missionary Monkey's not going to be able to. I mean, the fact the castle's right by it, it's not just WhiteKnight's got more army, but I mean, monks aren't going to stop a castle, are they? So.
For consistency, I think that we should play matches like this, but this is not how Davis Cup would be, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I suggested Conquest, because I said that.
I'm going to.
What you could do is you could.
We'll just have to see what happens here in 75 years about what the situation looks like.
Does he have any bugs nearby? What you could do is you could garrison a relic and then put it back in just before the time goes off. But it would technically mean that WhiteKnight for a second didn't have any gold. But it might be better than allowing relic victories. But this is definitely why I suggested Conquest.
Yeah, this is
because it's not. Because Davis Cup isn't going to have this in it, right? It feels like the best. I'm sure the best AIs would still qualify, but
I'm going
we do
to
want the.
I
But
think
on the other hand, it is because it might prevent the.
I
really
will
long
proceed
games.
with your suggestion right now because I don't want to run out of time with it. So I will.
Oh, mate, yeah, just. Oh,
apologies for that. So the attack is going forward over here. Looks like a couple of towers are going to go down. Maybe.
hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
It may have just been my end, but I couldn't see. At least I couldn't see Twitch or hear you or see you for a bit. But it might have just been. I'm hoping it was just my end.
Yeah.
It might have been your stream went down for it. Your stream might have dropped for a bit, but it's back. Yeah. So did you do on gas and then you picked the relic back up?
Yes. For 1 minuscule of a partial minute.
That's the fairest thing we can do, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's going to mean that WhiteKnight will lose because he's 5 gold short. But But at least in future games, not just
Yeah.
future sets, but even the next game in the set, we won't have to do that. Yeah.
So it looks like Missionary. Missionary
It would
Monk is.
just be like someone, like in a tournament. Actually, that's what pro players even do. I've seen a pro tournament once where they accidentally had it on standard victory and they were long into the game, and the pro player, even during an official tournament, would undergo some minutes put back in. So it's not like unheard of for tournaments.
I don't think it'll be a breaker. It's just going to.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it looks like Missionary Monk has kind of made a comeback here. He hasn't fallen off the charts. Well, let's take a look at.
He's made a comeback since I had into the issues.
Oh, look at that! He's going up to Imperial Age right now. So
I'm really surprised that you suddenly got all these monks like this. But this is the Missionary Monk that I remember. I think this version would probably be screwed against Strapsy, but with this amount of monks, once you have this amount of monks, knights are gonna struggle, right?
he will. I mean, if you allow him to start stockpiling these guys on you, I mean, this is a serious threat. I mean,
yeah, monks are especially OP with AIs as well because they have such crazy monk micro.
There is a very serious threat right now to WhiteKnight at this point. WhiteKnight is going for another attack.
I mean, without the relic victory, it's a totally different game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's definitely possible for Missionary to win.
Yeah, it looks like Missionary Monk may turn this around.
Because he just needs traps now, doesn't he? I mean, the monks can kind of.
Oh,
let's see though. What else is why?
We haven't.
Because I mean, melee units are like not especially bad against monks, right?
And he's starting.
Yeah, here it comes.
Yep.
He has a. It seems like one of the main improvements they did for new Mission Monkeys just gave him a better start, because later into the game this is looking very like the other one that I saw. Yeah.
WhiteKnight has the chance of going up to Imperial Age, is not taking it because of unknown reasons. He is so set in, finishing off Missionary Monk inside, Castle Age that, now Missionary Monk has the advantage, and this is what I would expect to see from a tournament one winner on Age of King's Heaven. So, we have to
he kind of went from 0 to hero here.
Oh, there we go. WhiteKnight is going up to an Imperial Age. I'm going to have to do the garrison trick again, probably, before the timer gets too close. But when it reaches approximately 30 years, or maybe a little bit past that, because I just don't even like thinking about him winning that way. But So I'm going to go see if there are any other comments inside the Twitch, I guess. See if I lose my screen here since this is my first time trying this, okay? So, can you hear me?
Yeah, you only have to take one relic out, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't see myself because... Yeah.
Take that. Oh. It looks like WhiteKnight just hit Imperial Age. So I'm hoping that a monk will pick this relic up. I'm going. He's losing a little bit of gold here because of the... Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I was just replying to ST.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's losing a little bit of gold because I ungarrisoned the relic. He really needs... That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a shame this had to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, my recommendation was definitely Conquest, but I didn't know what your goals were, you know?
Yeah, next time we'll definitely...
Yeah.
So the question is... Should... I guess... I don't know. Well, let's just watch and see what happens. So it looks like the scores are back to being approximately even again.
Yeah.
With
That is a lot of traps, man.
Yeah. When Missionary Monk gets serious, he means business. I mean,
that is how much gold?
He has 2,000 gold right now, and WhiteKnight has 3,900.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about WhiteKnight having one missing relic.
I was wondering if we should...
Monk is definitely spending way more gold. Anyway.
So WhiteKnight is going for the attack. This is the battle of battles here between these two opponents. I think that whoever wins this will be the winner. Probably.
Yeah, this game. Yeah, it's all about how many conversions this mission gets, really. I mean, that is a lot of infantry. It's not going well for Missionary Monk, you know. Not what I expected. I was expecting to see like 10 conversions pop up, but I've barely seen any. Missionary Monk is screwed.
Whoa!
Oh, every single one of those jumps cost 200 gold. That is a lot of gold, man.
Holy crap! That is a...
Yeah, where were the conversions? I didn't, you know, the amount of months, I would have expected loads of conversions, but no. It's not like it was Teutons or anything.
Missionary Monk is getting sliced and diced.
Slaughter, yeah. Missionary Monk apparently doesn't know how to micro monks. Yeah. Missionary Monkless. Yeah.
This definitely hurts. There's not gonna be...
I think WhiteKnight has more monks than him now.
Yeah, I think we can fast forward now.
Or to just call the admin win.
Yeah, this is an admin win here. I mean...
Bye-bye monks.
Now, Missionary...
I was really expecting like a lot more conversion. I was expecting... I kind of thought that there was so many swordsmen that Missionary Monk was kind of screwed, but I expected that battle to be a lot closer than it was.
Yeah, that was...
Where were the conversions? Nowhere? I don't get it. It's like they were swordsmen. It's not like they were arbalists shooting at... You know, they had to take a while to get there.
Yeah.
There was no conversions.
I'm going to open
GG indeed.
the Twitch stream so I can actually see.
Apparently converted 61 units, so don't remember seeing that. Maybe that was earlier.
The Twitch
I don't remember
so
seeing him convert that many in the game, but okay. Apparently converted 61 units, so don't remember seeing that. Not that last fight, I guess. The rest of the game.
Yeah, this was definitely an interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to scroll through here so everyone can see the stats.
I'm going to do the randomizer freeze next.
Okay.
He gets Mongols, which is still not the best monk civ, but probably better than Huns. The faster.
That was
a better early game food eco and that.
So you said Celts?
No, Mongols.
Mongols. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So
yeah, based on his strategy, I think Saracens is probably the best AOK civ. And for AOC, Aztecs is a good one, but we've got to pick the civs he says he plays. You know, the newer versions do Aztecs and Shoot. I think there's one version that does Aztecs and Shooting as well, a new version. But yeah, let's go. Oh, did you change? Oh no, Victory, Conquest.
The Victory type. So Conquest. Okay. We don't have to do another one of those. It didn't make a difference for the last fight. On WhiteKnight.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's a big relief that WhiteKnight won, because if he lost, there'll always be that. Oh, is it that lacking gold? You know.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that in the last fight. I was expecting a Missionary Monk win.
I mean, Missionary Monk wasted so much gold on a bazillion trebs as it is, so you don't need 20 trebs to deal with an enemy base when you haven't got an army to deal with the enemy army. You know.
All right, so here we go. Fresh start for both players.
Well, if civs selected are shown in the brackets. Do you mean like the available civs? Let's see, I'll show you. Here are the brackets at the moment.
I think SD means per round, maybe.
It's just a question of where we put that on challenge, I guess.
So Missionary Monk appears to have an early lead. We'll see if he can make a comeback from the devastating blow last time. To his reputation, almost, since he's one of the champions of the first tournament on Age of Kings. WhiteKnight is an older AI than him, and still lost. So, if I was Missionary Monk, I wouldn't, accept that. I would be looking for some revenge right now. He has a reputation to uphold.
Yeah.
Toa, would this be a good time while we're in the beginning phases here to talk about Saiyan AI? Maybe with us.
If we talk about which AI?
Saiyan.
Oh right, yeah.
So I guess I'll begin. Yeah. There are some conflicts with the Saiyan AI with this tournament. I think a couple of individuals want Saiyan AI to work, but it appears not to be functioning on Arabia 2020 without cheats, per se. So we are having some technical difficulties with Sane AI at the moment.
Removed all the cheat commands and it just gets stuck in Dark Age, doesn't make villagers, right?
We will keep viewers, I guess, updated on Sane's status. So we might have a last-minute replacement.
We might be able to get some help with fixing him to work without the cheats. Yeah.
Yeah, we might have a last-minute replacement.
He's not until the next round, so we've got a while to fix him. And if he's not ready by then we can replace him.
We don't want
a strong old AI.
We don't want to have to replace him, but we'll do everything we can not to replace him. But you know.
And if we do replace him, hopefully we can replace him with an AI that would give Arkan a good match, just like he would. But hopefully we can fix that.
We have plenty of other AIs to select from that are just as old. These are just the 16 that viewers wanted to see.
Please.
That viewers wanted to see, and that we're good for the time. We're good for early 1999 to 2001. So around that
I don't
time.
think there is a way to type it in match D. I'm trying to look for a way to. I'm trying to find a way to type the sibs for the individual matches, but I don't think there is a way.
So it appears that we have at least one viewer inside the chat, and SD can hear us. So that's great. That
Yeah, for sure.
That we have that confirmation from other individuals that everyone can hear us. So that's good at least.
So I'm quite excited about this tournament. Yeah. I like old AIs, ancient artifacts.
Hey, I don't consider them to be ancient. Oh, just kidding. They're not yesterday's AIs, so to speak. These are AIs that are.
Well, Doug's definitely ancient. Yeah.
They are fossils, but just because they're fossils doesn't mean that they can't play hard as well. So they want to win just like all the other AIs. So.
Yeah, well, Davis is accepting to many skill levels, isn't it? So
yeah.
So the best of this whole tournament will definitely deserve to be in Davis Cup. If it deserves to be in any tournament,
The best and second best, hopefully.
Should be second best as well,
will hopefully be able to participate. And if Missionary Monkey doesn't, he might be knocked out first round, which would be totally unexpected.
Looks like it.
But it's hard to say what will happen here.
Well, we've got 8 viewers, man.
Well, welcome everyone to the Ancient AI Fossil Tournament. So,
Dave just raided with a party of 858, so no pressure. No pressure, but you have 800 viewers now. Yeah, it was 8, and now it's 800.
Oh no! Well,
I think that I may have been behind a little one.
Well, hopefully these old AIs.
800.
Hopefully these.
It's your first ever stream, and you've got 800 views. So
the pressure is not on me, Koa. It's on these AIs to perform. You and I are just, Missionary Monkey. He better be, performing better, or he's going to be embarrassed here. So I'm just, kind of saying what the results are here. I'm just speaking what I see.
Oh, now you've got 900 years, so it's only gone up 100 in the last minute or so. Someone's asking why the game is so dark. I did say to you before that you have the game brightness quite low.
I guess it's my settings, everyone, about, you know...
It's too dark, man.
Because I usually, my computer usually gets overheated a little bit easily.
Alright.
I apologize for that.
Okie dokie. How does AI scripting work? This is group stage. This is the first match of the group stage of an AI tournament between really ancient AIs.
Yeah, this is the first. This is the tournament that shows two AI. Well, 16 AIs from around the oldest time of Age of Empires scripting, Age of Empires 2 scripting.
Yep. These are really ancient AIs. They're from, you know, like the latest AI in this tournament. The newest is, what is it, like 2001, the newest AI or something?
It's around that point. It's around 2001, but WhiteKnight is around 2000, and I would say Missionary Monkey is slightly past that point. So,
and the AIs are, before game release, they're beta AIs from 1998, right?
The earliest beta AIs are from 1998/1999. So, coding for AIs.
We've got a couple of AIs in the tournament that are older than the game. Yeah.
Coding for AIs is as difficult as you want it to be. As difficult as you want it to be. You could go pretty advanced, and you know it'll take you a while to learn. But and there's also you know the easiest of scripting, which you could have like a villager build a mill or lumber camp. That's easy scripting right there. Anyone could do it.
Yeah.
Day one, you could do that scripting.
The Maxis Barbarian AI is not in this tournament. He'd probably beat all the AIs in this tournament by himself, to be honest.
Yeah, we don't have any barbarians.
If you got a 17-player game, then it would be the Max is Barbarian AI against all 16 of these AIs, and it probably win.
We don't have any barbarians, and we've got AIs that are 12 years earlier than barbarians. This is like Barbarian's great-great-grandfather here participating. They're like the pro tournaments, the pro AIs of the ancient Age of Empires 2 past. These are the AIs that that taught those other later people how to script. These are the AIs that were the examples, of the era. So.
Yeah, the towers are amusing. Yeah, if I keep laughing, it's the chat cracks me up. Oh no, they don't get. We made sure that there are no cheats. Most of the AIs in this tournament didn't cheat, and then the ones that did, we removed the cheats for. So
my favorite AI inside the tournament, there are 16 AIs involved. One of them is WhiteKnight. He's one of my personal favorite AIs.
Some of our favorite AIs aren't necessarily the strongest AIs, but they're entertaining, right?
Yeah,
we love an interesting AI, even if it's not. It's just I like a funny AI. Yeah, but yeah, and it's good to see an AI that was good for their time as well.
Yeah, there are many different AIs. They do a lot of different things. Everyone is pretty much individualized. So you have to pick out which AI is your favorite, and
everyone needs their own AI.
their own.
If you don't want children, at least have an AI.
So back to the game. It looks like WhiteKnight has proceeded into Castle Age here. Missionary Monk is, slightly farther behind. This is kind of like a repeat of last game, where we.
Castle at the end of the map. Yep. At least we didn't have stand of victory on this time. Yeah.
In the past, when AIs were being programmed, there was no way. It was a lot harder to program where the placement of buildings were compared to now, where you can specify in greater detail where you want a building to be placed.
And this is AI versus AI. This whole tournament is AIs, yeah.
This is an AI
I relinked the brackets. I relinked the brackets now. They're here. There we go. Old Geezer AI tournament for the very old AIs.
Yep, old Geezer AI tournament here. These are some of the oldest AIs that we have found.
You need to stand back in awe at their gameplay, you know?
And so the question is if we should kind of speed it up at this point to see if, to see a little bit more action. Because there is that option
well,
to do so.
Monkey will eventually make farms. And a bazillion traps and months.
So, Toa,
if he lives that long.
Toa, do you think that
we can speak for this part if you want? Sure, yeah. I mean, it's your tournament. It's your tournament, man. It's up to you.
Okay. Since we'll speed this up a little bit for viewers right now, since there's so many of you right now, the viewers, so you can see a little bit more action.
I think a lot of people find the colours dark, but yeah, you said that it's because your PC overheats with bright colours.
So it appears that WhiteKnight is really going after Missionary.
I don't think Missionary Monk's going to get to Monks this time. Oh dear. These AI, some of these AIs can, a lot of these AIs can beat the CD AI. There's not many other.
Yeah, these AIs, even though they were 20 years old, they were better than the first AI that was released.
And a lot of them can beat the Definitive Edition's CD AI as well. You know, the CD AI that comes with them.
Okay,
oh boy,
I think
this was different to the last game.
This is
2-0.
So the question is, since it's best 2 out of 3, can we just proceed with going to the next?
Yep, that's how best of 3 works.
Okay, so WhiteKnight has won the first round. Oh, I meant to show the score. I didn't do so. But yeah, first round goes to WhiteKnight.